The following is a paid program, and the views expressed on this show do not represent the views of WJZ-FM, Entercom Communications, its sponsors, or affiliates.
The following is a pre-recorded show. Welcome to Winning in Retirement with your host, Brian Akers, certified financial planner professional and founder of Akers Financial Group. Now, helping you win in your retirement, here's Brian Akers.
Welcome to Winning in Retirement. I'm Brian Akers, certified financial planner, practitioner, and here with me today is Alex Monk from Akers Financial Group, also a certified financial planner professional. So, Alex, good morning.
Good morning, Brian. It's good to see you.
Nice to see you here and have you on the show today. Thank you very much for all your years of service for our clients. We have a lot of things to go over today, but we need to cover some big topics. And I really think that it's very important for me to sort of begin our show with just saying a few things about what's been going on. It's been said that we're all in this together. Well, let me tell you something. In retirement planning, it isn't. We're not all in this together when it comes to your retirement plan. Or even like your particular life isn't about all of us being in this together. Your happiness isn't tied to all of us. It's all about what's going on in your life and what's going on in your finances and what's going on with you. The reason we want you to listen to this show right now is the fact is this. You must control and own your own financial retirement plan. You need to have your finances in order for your own retirement. What do you think of that, Monk?
It's a huge thing because it's a different world out there now. There's no, I work 35 years at X and they give me a pension for the rest of my life. So people really need to start thinking about this as soon as possible.
Absolutely. The very first thing you get when you get a job is an opportunity to make money. That making of the money is the very first thing you got to think about is saving money for your future. You really, truly need to take control of your finances. So some of the things you said, Monk, was this, that things are changing. We think about like grandfathers and people that were born in the 30s and 40s. They had pensions. They have Social Security, but they had company or even government pensions that they could rely on. And that was something that was a big part of their financial plan.
And now the burden is on the individual. So there's 401ks, there's TSAs, there's 403bs, and the company may auto-enroll you, but they're not going to make you do it. They're not going to tell you how to invest it, while they might force something on you, which is a whole different can of worms we'll get into later. But you as an individual, you got to take control and own the responsibility, just like you said, Brian, because no one out there is going to give you a gold watch and a check for the rest of your life. It just doesn't exist.
Yeah, when I said that we're not all in this together, were you singing a song in your head?
No.
Good. No. I just wanted to check. Some people want to start singing that High School Musical. Now, as a basketball coach, one of the things I did with that song is they have a basketball routine where people would do their warm-up. I actually had one of my teams do a warm-up like that years ago. So that brings that memory back in my mind. But the word is, if you're watching commercials now and you're seeing it, we're all in this together. So it comes like a mindset. What I want people to just think about is this. Yes, there's many things you need to come together on. But when you're thinking about retirement and your own personal finances, it's an individual responsibility, individual decisions that you have to make, and individual sacrifices you're going to have to make. What we find in situations like we've had in this year is that were we truly ready for emergencies? Do we really have our future planned out when it comes to our finances? And have we done everything we need to do to get that in place? Some of the things that have happened since the early 80s is that they had pensions. Those pensions, some of the first things they did is they took away cost of living. Alex, can you explain a little bit about cost of living and how that's changed, even on pension plans brought to you by government or employers?
So it's a little thing called COLA, and it's not soda. It's a cost of living adjustment. So the The old school pensions had a compounding cost of living, meaning that with each year, if it had an adjustment up, it would be based on whatever the prior year value is. More recently, they've switched it to a simple calculation where it's only 3% or 2% or 1% of whatever your base pension was. And there's a lot that don't offer any COLA. So you have to plan for inflation, because that first dollar that you get when you're retired is going to be the same throughout retirement. And I know for a fact 30 years ago minivans weren't $50,000, were they, Brian?
Absolutely not. They didn't have such a thing as a minivan. We had station wagons. The old wooden side, beautiful station wagon. I was the one sitting in the back facing the car coming behind us.
That's before my time.
Yeah, before your time, that car is? Okay. But what happens is this, when it comes to what car, what minivan you ride, any of those type of things, there's major decisions in life. And many times we only look at this week or next week, and we're not thinking far enough down the road. When we choose our jobs, we choose our career, we choose our majors in college, we sort of don't really think about the lifestyle that those jobs will end up giving us when it comes to now and future. So if it comes with a pension, that is really, truly extra compensation, and it can be worth a lot of money. So when you think about pensions, and let's say, Alex, you're looking at a larger company you want to work with, they're going to give you a job and a pension, how would you consider that in your valuation?
So that pension has a cash value or a present value. So I've met with a lot of people that are like, Alex, I didn't save a lot for retirement, but I have a good pension. And I show them, like, if we had to take cash and duplicate your pension, it may cost $1 million. That's a lot of money. So those pensions are extremely valuable, especially if they have a cost of living and they have the ability to last for not only your life, but your spouse's life. And that's something you have to look at too, because when you make that decision, you can't go back.
Right. Now with pensions not being available for people that are just entering the workforce, they're given ways to save money through 401ks, TSP, 457, 403B, simple IRAs, things like that. And then many times they're provided a match, or sometimes they're not provided a match at all. So what happens is this, is you need to know the plan of the place you work at and understand how you can take advantage of that plan. That's one of the first things you need to do in some basic retirement planning, is know what's going on at your work. Know what that match is, make sure you're getting a lot. Now, I had a situation this week, I have a nice job. That nurse then goes and works a part-time nursing job. And what question I had to him was, is there availability on a part-time, as you're working part-time, can you be in a retirement plan at that other medical facility you work at? And we found out the answer was yes, they could, and they got a little bit of a match with it. So the amazing thing is we have him in 2 different retirement plans because he has 2 jobs. We have him participating at both levels where we're able to get the match, because we wanted to maximize the match, get the best match available to that client that we have.
Now, when you say match, all I hear, Brian, is free money.
Free money. Now, we're all in this together on free money. All of us should go for free money when it comes to our employer offering as an incentive to the employee, put money away for your own retirement, because we don't have pensions. We're matching. We're putting money in there. That money is something you need to take advantage of and set that money to your future.
It's part of your compensation. No matter how you look at it, whether you look at it as free money or day one, 100% return on your investment. Either way, you got to make sure you're taking advantage of it. And then once that's maximized, we have to look at, okay, should we save more here? Should we save more elsewhere? Should we get rid of debt? And every person's different. Just because you live on the same street as somebody or you work at the same place in the same office, your situation is completely different.
But it all begins with knowing where you are. We call that your unique financial fingerprint. At Acres Financial Group, that's where we start. What does your balance sheet look like? What is your cash flow? What are you paying out in taxes and insurance? Is there a better way to build for your retirement plan by starting now, where you are exactly now? Now, we found some people have situations when it comes to their job where they're not making enough money to even make their cash flow positive. Now, we would strongly encourage everyone to maximize their match, but if you're not cash flow positive now, you have to fix that right away. Now, some of the listeners are possibly out of work at the moment, so there's a lot of things going through people's heads when it talks about income and expense.
Yeah, and it's a balance because life isn't always black and white. You have to see, okay, should I pay off debt? Can I reduce my lifestyle? And it's very hard to go backwards with your lifestyle because you set these precedents and you kind of know what it's like on the other side. So budgeting and knowing your numbers is very important.
And what happens is it makes us react in different ways. Some of the ways it makes us react is to make us react defensive, sort of like, oh, I'm not going to do that match. What I'm going to do is hold my money, keep my cash. What we want you to do is not to be defensive. We want you to do the following. We want you to be creating. We want you to take opportunity. There's energy when it comes to creating things in your life. There's some opportunities right in front of you with your current employer that you need to take advantage of the benefits they offer. So we highly recommend that you do the best thing for you and your family, and that's take advantage of that opportunity, that match, that free money. When you're evaluating jobs, look at it not just with how much I get paid next week, but what is it going to do for my future? At Acres Financial Group, we help people take them from where they are now to where they need to be. So when it comes to your retirement plan, take advantage of this opportunity by calling Acres Financial Group. You can call us at 833-WIN-RETIRE. That's 833-WIN-RETIRE. When you call, you can leave a voicemail, and on that message, just tell us about yourself, give us a phone number, and then Susan will call you back on Monday to schedule a time with one of our team of advisors. Start planning for your retirement now by calling 833-946-7384 or visit acresfinancial.com. How do you turn a dream into a goal and then into reality? We'll explain when we come back.
You are unique, just as no two fingerprints are alike. Each individual's financial situation is uniquely their own. That's why the Acres Financial Group's team of advisors begins each relationship with a proven process that identifies your financial fingerprint. We'll guide you through a series of steps designed to provide a complete and accurate snapshot of where you are right now. Everything we learn about your financial fingerprint will become part of a detailed financial plan created especially for you. We'll never give you a cookie-cutter proposal or suggest a one-size-fits-all portfolio. The financial plan takes you from where you are now to where you need to be. Begin by discovering your financial fingerprint right now by going to getmyfinancialfingerprint.com. That's getmyfinancialfingerprint.com.
Member FINRA SIPC.
Are there times in some games you wish you could just turn on the TV at the 2-minute warning? Because that's the most important part of the game, right? As a fan, these are the most exciting moments. Your team could take home the victory or crumble under pressure. But when it comes to your retirement, don't wait until the last 2 minutes. So much can happen in the final working years before retirement. Whether you're in your 50s or 60s, near or already in retirement, there's still time to put a plan in place. Don't wait until right before you retire to begin planning for your future. Can you win the retirement game like that? Come in and talk with the team at Acres Financial Group. They've been helping families in Maryland plan for retirement for over 30 years. Call to schedule your complimentary meeting at 833-WIN-RETIRE. The number again is 833-WIN-RETIRE. Start planning for your retirement now. Call 833-946-7384. Member FINRA SIPC. Imagine you're retired. You wake up in the morning and you don't even know what day it is. Every day seems like a Saturday. You can sleep in, cook a nice full breakfast without thinking about morning traffic or work deadlines. The Saturday calmness you used to crave is now your everyday feeling. You're not worried about your retirement income or how your investments are doing. Your biggest decision that day is where you're going to drink that first cup of coffee. Is that the kind of retirement you want? If it is, then sit down and talk with the team at Acres Financial Group. They want to help you get there. They've been helping families in Maryland plan for retirement for over 30 years. Call to schedule your complimentary meeting at 833-WIN-RETIRE. The number again is 833-WIN-RETIRE. Start planning for your retirement now. Call 833-946-7384. Member FINRA SIPC.
You're listening to a pre-recorded show. Welcome back to Winning in Retirement. Call 833-WIN-RETIRE now to schedule a visit with Brian and his team and begin winning in retirement. Once again, here's Brian Akers.
Yeah, welcome back. This is Brian Akers, and here with me today is Alex Monk. We're both certified financial planner professionals at Acres Financial Group with offices in Harford County and Baltimore County. We actually meet people in offices through a proper distancing and with masks on currently, but most of our meetings are virtual. They're actually done through video calls or phone calls. We invite you to contact us. Go to our website, acresfinancial.com, and find out more by looking at our website and then meeting with one of our team of advisors. This show has the following topic, and it's this. It's been said that we're all in this together. Well, let me tell you something. Your life isn't. Your happiness isn't. So you're listening to the right show right now. You must have your own plan, and you must start now. We help our clients try to figure out what's going on in their personal finances so that they can get ready to reach their goals and dreams. How do you turn a dream into a goal and then into reality? What do you think, Alex?
Well, first you got to figure out what your dreams are, and then compare that to where you're at today. So it deals with finding out what you want the future to look like and where you're at today. So you got to know where you're at so you have a starting point. From there, you turn that dream into a short-term, medium-term, long-term goal, and you start preparing and planning and saving to achieve it. And at the beginning, it may seem like trying to eat an elephant. But after you start the process and slowly do the right things with the goal in mind, your dreams can be a reality.
It absolutely can be. So what happens is this, is you need to understand what is your goals. What is that dream? What does retirement, what does your financial future look like for you and your family? One idea is something called mind dumping, where this might going to sound weird, but you get alone, you might have sticky notes, that's what I like to do, or a notepad, and you might take everything on your mind, everything you have in dreams and hopes when it comes to your family, when it comes to financial and all kinds of parts of life. You just write it all out, every bit of it, every thought, every concept, just write them all out. And then what you do is after you're done writing it all out and you can't think of anything else, you come back and then you look at it and you say, well, what means the most to me? And you narrow that list down to 3, 4, or 5 things. And then slowly this becomes a way of setting goals. There's many great advisors out there and great books on how to set goals. There's a few that I've been to in my life that I've used. But I think mind dumping is something that we have to understand is a really, really good way to get started, to know where you are now and how to build that goal setting in your life. So take a moment, take hours if you can. When you have some peaceful time, one of the things we do have now is time. We sit down and write this out. This will help you develop your own personal goals. And then we can take those goals and build it in a proper financial plan.
And I hate to steal from you here, Brian, but that's giving purpose, right? So these goals give purpose to your money. And then you can start saving and realizing these goals as opposed to just blindly saving or not saving at all or having too much debt. So when there's no real end game or target or goal, how do you know what you're working towards? What's the point?
Absolutely. What's amazing at Acres Financial Group is we have a large group of clients that we call savers. They have the mindset from day one to be a saver. That means they save, they build, they grow. They already are in this mindset of building for their future. What we're trying to get across today is this. Many Americans are not. Many Americans, the first thing we do is go deep in debt. Then we try to get out of that hole, spending most of our career getting out of that hole. And we get towards the end of our career and we realize, oh, retirement's coming. I really want to retire. Sometimes you almost have to retire, but you're financially not ready. We need you to go from debt to saving. We need to go to where we have a secure financial retirement future. You have to save and invest. You need to get rid of high interest debt. You got to do a lot of things to make sure you're better off in the future. So one of the things we want you to do is, first of all, is have goals so you know and you can track where you are so you can become that kind of saver to reach those goals that you really, truly want to have.
And that goal, Brian, could be super simple. It could be, I want to retire at age 62 or 63. And if you have the time to prepare, that could be a realistic goal. You just have to make certain sacrifices and see where you're at now and how close you are to getting to that goal. But if you don't find out where you're at today and put some purpose and some planning to your whole financial picture, I don't understand how you could possibly achieve what you want. It would just be a lucky guess.
Right. So in financial planning, what we got to do is, where are you at? Now, sometimes you're going to need coaching to figure these goals out. You're also going to figure out, well, what do I do first? That's what financial planning does. On our website, acresfinancial.com, you'll see things such as documents. If you click that button, you'll go down to some things we've done. One's called Discovering Your Unique Financial Fingerprint. And the other one is really just about a list of items and writing out the thoughts and where things are now. Because we believe you got to start with where you are. That financial fingerprint is telling us about who you are.
And no matter how good you think your plan is, having a second set of eyes on it, especially people like Brian and I who look at all types of different plans all day long, it's good to have a second opinion because you don't know where your blind spots are, you don't know where you're weak, you don't know where you're strong. And that's really the coaching relationship and how we help our clients get from wherever they are to wherever they want to be.
We have to have our own retirement plan. No one else is going to save and build wealth, provide income for you in your future. We need to set aside money. We need to know the best places to set aside money. We really, truly love Roth IRAs, and we want you to understand how they work. We want you to understand your choice of investments at work matter, and understanding that when your company might automatically enroll you, and then what that means. Can you explain that, Alex Monk? Can you explain when a company automatically enrolls someone in a 401k, what does that mean to that person?
So if you're a new person at a company, after you hit your waiting period, whatever it may be for that plan, you could just be auto-enrolled. And what they would do is set you up with, maybe a 3% contribution or, whatever the plan, basic minimum is. And they're going to have you invested in either a managed program, which a lot of 401ks out there are switching over, and people are in these managed programs without really knowing about it. Or you could be in a target date fund, and you're just blindly saving based on your age. I don't think everyone that's the same age has the same goals. I know that's for a fact incorrect. So it's a good thing that you're forced to save, but it's also a bad thing that you're not saving for a reason. Absolutely.
I've found some of the newer clients that are just starting out in their careers, they're very young but want to save. We look at the basically the plan that they were pushed into or automatically enrolled into. They're in a very broadly diversified fund, and they only just started. They put in $100. That means they have 10% in cash, making 0%. And that's sort of the approved model that they're in for someone in their 20s. But we disagree with that. We really, really believe that they should switch out of manage and into a fund specific, I can never say that word, where you actually pick your own fund, and you might only pick a fund or two when you get started, right, Alex?
That's the way I like to do it, is pick one, at most two to start off. And that way you can see that fund accumulate. We know which fund the money's going into. It's not a managed thing by someone we don't know, or a fund of funds where we can't always tell what's inside of them. And that way you see that one grow, you know how aggressive you're being, you know how you're invested, and as it accumulates, you can then begin to diversify.
Absolutely. And so what level would that be? Would it be $5,000, $10,000, $20,000? What $1,000 level would you generally say we need to start diversifying?
I would say somewhere in the 5 to 10 range, depending on how much you're saving, etc.
Now, generally today, we want to talk about a lot of things, but one of the things we want you to think about right now is we've put together and we've been working on this list, 8 mistakes that upend your retirement. 8 mistakes that you want to try to avoid as you're building this retirement plan. Today, what we're doing is we're asking you to text When Retire to 22828 to sign up for our weekly email, and also to get the 8 mistakes that can upend your retirement that we will provide you. So what happens is this: if you text When Retire, that's one word, WINRETIRE, to 22828, you can sign up for this thing to be emailed to you. Also, it signs up for our weekly email to be sent. Of course, you can then contact us and set up a first initial free meeting to go over your situation with one of our team of advisors. But we invite you to text to 22828 When Retire and get this handout on 8 mistakes upend your retirement. Alex, what do you think is probably number 1 mistake on that list?
I don't, not calculating your budget.
That's probably not number 1. Running out of money is probably one of them. So what happens is this: retirement planning is something that you need to work on. When do you start? The answer is today. Start today, don't wait. If you want to start today, what we recommend, of course, is you call Acres Financial Group. You can begin winning in your retirement by calling at 833-WIN-RETIRE. 833-WINRETIRE. When you call, leave a voice message. Susan will call you and schedule a time on Monday to work out a time to meet with one of our advisors. To start planning now by calling 833-946-7384 or go to acresfinancial.com. We help our clients change spending into sending. You're going to love this one. We'll explain that when we come back. Acres Financial Group was founded on the principles of integrity, trust, and service. We believe each and every client is unique and deserves advice and implementations that apply directly towards their personal financial fingerprint. This financial fingerprint tells us the objective risk tolerance and purpose of the investment and insurance tools that we use to assist our clients in reaching their goals. By discovering the purpose of each financial decision, we can help you accomplish your goals. Intelligent financial design starts with a detailed balance sheet and cash flow to know where to start. This leads to a financial decision that will allow you to reach your goals with your risk tolerance in mind. Our relationships begin with an initial consultation and grows with each meeting. We would be thrilled to work with you and begin your planning process. Call us at 833-WIN-RETIRE. That's 833-946-7384. Or visit our website at acresfinancial.com. Member FINRA SIPC.
Hi, this is Jesse Cunningham, the owner of Mountain View Insurance, and we are proud to be affiliated with Acres Financial Group. We, too, base our business on integrity, service, and acknowledge that every client's insurance needs are unique to their own situation. At Mountain View Insurance, we specialize in car insurance, home insurance, and umbrella coverages, all designed to protect your assets that you've worked so hard to earn. When serving our clients, we focus on creating a protection plan that is appropriate to your needs. After we determine the correct plan, we then go to shop for you. Mountain View Insurance is an independent insurance brokerage, and that means we have access to many top national and regional insurance carriers. Let us build an appropriate and affordable insurance plan for you, and give us a call directly at 410-262-3176. Once again, that's 410-262-3176. This is Jesse Cunningham, owner of Mountain View Insurance, and I look forward to hearing from you.
You are unique. Just as no two fingerprints are alike, each individual's financial situation is uniquely their own. That's why the Acres Financial Group's team of advisors begins each relationship with a proven process that identifies your financial fingerprint. We'll guide you through a series of steps designed to provide a complete and accurate snapshot of where you are right now. Everything we learn about your financial fingerprint will become part of a detailed financial plan created especially for you. We'll never give you a cookie-cutter proposal or suggest a one-size-fits-all portfolio. The financial plan takes you from where you are now to where you need to be. Begin by discovering your financial fingerprint right now by going to getmyfinancialfingerprint.com. That's getmyfinancialfingerprint.com.
Member FINRA SIPC. You're listening to a pre-recorded show. Welcome back to Winning in Retirement. Call 833-WIN-RETIRE now to schedule a visit with Brian and his team and begin winning in retirement. Brian Akers of Akers Financial Group is a registered representative offering securities through Kalos Capital Incorporated and investment advisory services through Kalos Management Incorporated. Akers Financial Group is not an affiliate or subsidiary of Kalos Capital or Kalos Management and does not provide tax and legal services. Advice given on winning in retirement is general in nature, and one should seek further advice from their financial advisor, broker, attorney, or tax accountant before investing. Be sure to read each prospectus carefully to understand all the risks associated with each investment. Once again, here's Brian Akers.
This is Brian Akers. Here with me is Alex Monk, certified financial planner practitioners from Akers Financial Group. Hey, Alex, you ready to go here in the second half of the show?
I'm pumped up, man. I'm a late bloomer.
Late bloomer, you bring it second half, right? Now this show, what we've been doing is this. It's been said that we're all in this together. We're here to let you know that that's just not true when it comes to retirement plan. Retirement planning isn't where we're all in this together. Your life really isn't that way, and happiness isn't that way. So you're listening to the right show right now. Retirement planning has to be your own plan, and you must start now on your own retirement plan. This segment of the show, what we're talking about is this. We help our clients change from spending into sending. So what we mean by that is this. Instead of always spending your money first, we need you to think about saving first, paying yourself first. Take money and send it into your own financial future.
And after a while, you can get the same rewarding pleasure center feeling that you get when you buy something when you save. So a lot of people like to buy things because it makes them happy or whatever it is. But once you start to save and you see money accumulating and you see your goals and your dreams get closer, you're going to enjoy saving because you can see it working and you know that you're doing the right thing for your family and for your future.
Absolutely. So understanding where your money is going is very, very, very important. You need to learn to pay yourself first. One of the easiest things to do is through your payroll is to send money to your future through your company retirement plan. If you do not have that availability or you're a small business owner, there's a lot of other ways of doing this. We can save money out of our checking account, have it be taken out and saved and invested. We need to do these kind of things where when we make our money, we send what we can to the future and we spend the rest. The amazing thing about life is no matter what you make, and I mean no matter what, no matter how high it is, you can spend it all. We have to be disciplined enough to send some money to your future. Don't try to get caught up with the concept, oh, whatever's left over, I'm going to send it. I'm going to save that. That what you'll find is this, is that there's never enough. Never enough is not a way to build your retirement plan. Your retirement plan comes with you thinking about, what am I doing? Where's my money going? Don't stop spending everything. Start sending to your future and your family's future. So you got to do that through investing, because you put that money and you save it. How should they invest it, Alex?
So if you're saving in your 401k plan and you're young, that is long-term money. That's money that you should not access until you're at least 55 to 59 and a half at the minimum. So that's long-term. There you can have risky assets. It's like stocks. And the nice part about the way that 401k contributions work is You participate in the volatility, meaning the price of the stocks are going up and down all the time, and each payroll or every month you're buying some more at different prices. It's called dollar cost averaging. It's a great way to smooth out your returns and reduce the volatility. Now, that being said, if you're young, you shouldn't look at that money as, oh, I need a car, or, oh, I need a house. That's your future money. That's down the road. So you also want to save outside of your plan so that you're not retirement poor, meaning all your money's in your retirement plan. You're going to want to have some cash. We always say 3 to 6 months emergency fund in cash. And then from there, you can save for different things. You can save for a car. You can save for kids' education, 529 plans. You can start buying mutual funds or stocks or different types of assets outside of your retirement plan so that, one, in the future, you have some balance. You have different types of money to pull from. And also, you have the ability to handle life as it comes at you, because it's not always smooth, simple sailing. There's a lot of bumps in the road, and we need to be able to handle that and have our money be there for whatever life throws at us.
Right, so once you attach purpose to your investments, that'll then give you the risk tolerance and time horizon so that you will narrow down to the proper investments that you need to do. At Acres Financial Group, what we do then is we take it into our investment portfolio models based on that time horizon and risk tolerance that we've come up with by looking at your goals and where you are. So financial planning leads to proper implementation of your financial plan into the actual investment portfolios. Can you explain that a little further, Alex?
So I met with someone, I guess, last week, and they told me that they were moderate. So they sent me over all their account statements, and every single account that they had with their other person was invested the same way, moderate. That is not the right answer. We need to, like you said, Brian, put purpose to this money. So if you have some Roth IRAs, they're the best tax advantage type of money to have. So those you want to be longer term, the last to touch, it's the best money to give away. Those should be more aggressive. Your retirement accounts, they can have a blend of all sorts of different things. You can have some buckets using protected assets or protected investments that may have an income component. You can have stocks in there, you can have bonds, you can have cash, whatever it may be. And then on your assets outside of retirement accounts, you want to own things that are tax efficient. So depending on how high your tax bracket is, you may want to look at owning triple tax-free bonds. You may want to look at owning dividend-paying stocks if you're in the lower tax bracket where you don't have to pay tax on qualified dividends. So there's a lot of different moving parts that should dictate how your money's invested. And the answer always comes from the client and their goals, right? So we don't have a set model, no cookie cutters or anything like that they say on TV. We need to know what you want your money to do, and then we can help you invest it, not the other way around.
Yeah, we have models based on purpose, we have many clients that are building and growing to retirement. And so we have implementation models that might be for income, might be for what we consider a moderate portfolio, which normally what we're trying to do is this. If we're investing in the stock market, we want to be diversified. You might say, well, diversification has not worked in the most recent past that we've had. We've seen concentration of growth in technology, concentration of markets doing well in healthcare, but the rest broader market not doing as well. We do believe that diversification, having investments very diversified, using different asset classes, using things like gold and commodities, helps you get through the worst of times and helps you diversify in a way that'll help your money be there and stay there as you grow. When you have a Roth account and you want to be more aggressive, then you might concentrate on sectors and things like that. But you do need to diversify your portfolio as you build.
Absolutely. So your core, there should be a core of your portfolio that's a well-rounded, diversified. You need to have a little bit of everything in there. And then from there, you can start branching out and get more aggressive as you want, or you can tone back the risk. The biggest thing is, how much risk do you have to take in order to achieve your goals? And that's a huge thing to know. Let's say you could take zero risk and have more than enough money. Well, then you can decide, well, do I want to take risk? Do I not? But some people have to take a little bit more risk. And that's not always the right answer either. So we usually say, Brian, if the more income you need, the lower the risk.
Absolutely. Having money protected gives you the standard, the basic core income you need for your retirement. We don't want to be risking all of our future income. We don't want to have all of our income that we need to live off of all geared to anything that's tied to risk. There's some big mistakes going out there where people stretch their yield, trying to get more and more money off of the yield, and they're finding that the yields and dividends are being cut in the environment we're facing right now. So building a retirement income plan, building portfolios based on your personal time horizon and risk tolerance are extremely important. Save with a purpose.
Absolutely. And the guy at the end of the hall with the gray hair is not the investment advisor that you want. You want to go sit down with a professional.
I'm sorry, I was trying to understand the guy with gray hair. I have couple gray hairs, but not too many. All right, so what we're trying to do today is this. We're talking about, we don't have this big retirement bucket. Everyone has to have their own retirement plan. We believe that being independent from larger firms is an extremely important place to be when it comes to giving advice that's in your best interest and there for you. So we are a local independent company, Acres Financial Group. We do not report to a big company, we report to you. We have offices in Forest Hill and Lutherville. You obviously will not be coming into the office right now, but hopefully you will in the future. This is all about your retirement, not about us. To begin winning in retirement, you call Acres Financial Group to schedule your free meeting. Call us at 833-WIN-RETIRE. That's 833-WIN-RETIRE. When you call, you can leave us a voice message, and Susan will call you back on Monday to schedule an appointment with one of our team of advisors. Start planning for your retirement now. Call 833-946-7384 or go to our website at acresfinancial.com. Bacon. That word alone should cause you to listen to our last segment. Now, where is your bacon going to come from in your retirement? We'll discuss when we return.
Imagine you're retired. You wake up in the morning and you don't even know what day it is. Every day seems like a Saturday. You can sleep in, cook a nice full breakfast without thinking about morning traffic or work deadlines. The Saturday calmness you used to crave is now your everyday feeling. You're not worried about your retirement income or how your investments are doing. Your biggest decision that day is where you're going to drink that first cup of coffee. Is that the kind of retirement you want? If it is, then sit down and talk with the team at Acres Financial Group. They want to help you get there. They've been helping families in Maryland plan for retirement for over 30 years. Call to schedule your complimentary meeting at 833-WIN-RETIRE. The number again is 833-WIN-RETIRE. Start planning for your retirement now. Call 833-946-7384. Member FINRA SIPC.
Long before 18-year-old Brooks Robinson was signed to play third base, and years before Natty Boh began brewing at the corner of Conkling and O'Donnell Streets, Baltimore families relied on the Evans family and the Evans Funeral Chapel and cremation services to help them during some of their most important family moments. Hi, I'm Charlie Evans, and for 4 generations, my family and I have been there for families, providing care and compassion in their time of need. Evans Funeral Chapel and cremation services provides the best facility, staff, and personalized service for your family. We have 3 convenient locations to serve the community: Parkville, Forest Hill, and Hereford. For more information, visit us online at evansfuneralchapel.com or call 410-665-9444. Evans Funeral Chapel and Cremation Services, serving Baltimore families since 1865. I invite your confidence.
Acres Financial Group was founded on the principles of integrity, trust, and service. We believe each and every client is unique and deserves advice and implementations that apply directly towards their personal financial fingerprint. This financial fingerprint tells us the objective risk tolerance and purpose of the investment and insurance tools that we use to assist our clients in reaching their goals. By discovering the purpose of each financial decision, we can help you accomplish your goals. Intelligent financial design starts with a detailed balance sheet and cash flow to know where to start. This leads to a financial decision that will allow you to reach your goals with your risk tolerance in mind. Our relationships begin with an initial consultation and grows with each meeting. We would be thrilled to work with you and begin your planning process. Call us at 833-WIN-RETIRE. That's 833-946-7384. Or visit our website at acresfinancial.com. Member FINRA SIPC.
You're listening to a pre-recorded show. Welcome back to Winning in Retirement. Call 833-WIN-RETIRE now to schedule a visit with Brian and his team and begin winning in retirement. Once again, here's Brian Akers.
Welcome back to Winning in Retirement. I'm Brian Akers. Here with me today is Alex Monk, and you are now in the fourth quarter of our radio show. So if you've been listening, or maybe just got back on to listen to the show, Winning in Retirement, right here towards the end of the show, what we'd like you to do is you can actually go to our website at acresfinancial.com. If you missed anything today, we'll have that show on later this week so you can hear that recording and you can hear what we said and let it replay in your mind. Today's show has been talking about a bunch of different things, but it all started with this, that it's been said that we're all in this together, but that does not apply to your retirement plan. You must have your own plan and you must start now. Now, the fourth quarter, we promised you one of the most important topics ever, the important topic that everyone will always want to talk about, and that is bacon. Bacon. Just think about bacon. That makes many people very, very happy. How do you feel about bacon, Alex?
I've had a long-standing relationship with bacon. Big fan. It could be breakfast, it could be in a salad, it could be on a burger. I'll take it however I can get it.
Yeah, there's food trucks, there's all kinds of things going on out there with people with bacon. We do support bacon. Acres Financial Group supports independence. We do support bacon. So when I'm thinking about bacon, there's a commercial from years ago. I'm not sure if you remember it, Alex, being so young. What are you, around 32-ish right now?
Yeah, that's what they tell me.
All right. There's a song, the commercial said, you bring home the bacon. You fry it up in a pan. Do you remember that?
I do.
Do you remember what they were advertising?
I don't.
It was perfume, but the thing is this. I'm just going to say, bring home the bacon. Who is going to bring home the bacon in your retirement? Who's going to be sending those checks to you? Who's going to be providing the bacon? That's what we need to do when we talk about retirement plan. It's as simple as that. When I go to my account, where's that money going to be coming from? Do you have a plan that's going to create that for you? Are you a Social Security only retirement plan? We believe that is one way to have guarantee poverty, is to have Social Security as your only plan for your retirement. Let's say you are making lots of money now. You're doing extremely well. You're making whatever that number is and just doing extremely well. And you think life will always be that way. Are you saving well enough to keep up the lifestyle you want to maintain into and through retirement? Where is your bacon going to come from?
And when you retire, if you don't have a pension, you got to have the money to send yourself those paychecks. You are now paying yourself. So all those years of throwing money to the future while you're still getting paid for your job, they're over. Now you got to access that money, and you better hope it's enough and you know what you're doing. It terrifies me that some people will just go at it on their own and say, you know what, I'll figure it out. That seems like a big deal. I mean, if it was a medical thing, you would definitely go see a doctor. I definitely think your money should have someone look at it as well.
Absolutely. Today, what we've actually offering to everybody is we put together 8 mistakes that can upend your retirement. If you'd like to get that information that we put together or more information about the show, you can text to Win Retire. You text Win Retire, WINRETIRE, to 22828, and that'll sign you up for a weekly email and also give you information on this topic called 8 mistakes that can upend your retirement. Bacon is the flow of meat, the flow of money. Sometimes there's maple syrup in the bacon. There's all kinds of options there. But the concept of retirement is many people knew where it was going to come from day one of their employment. They knew that their job was going to provide them so much percent of their retirement future. Some jobs provide that now, mainly government jobs, pensions, pension jobs tied to your federal government job, your state government job, your police force job, fire job. There's lots of pensions still provided. They have basically given us less and less of their salary in their current plan. Many times retirement plans are a combination answer. You have your Social Security by working at least 35 years to build credits on Social Security. Most people need to wait to 67 to get their full retirement age and a full benefit. Maybe not take the earliest benefit at 62 like most Americans do now. They might need to wait to make things work. You then have your pension, and then you have to save in the company plan that they provide. What do you think about when you think about bacon and retirement, Monk?
It depends on what kind of bacon you want to be eating. So is your bacon going to be the kind that comes in the can of beans and you fish it out? Or are you going to be eating these nice pork bellies? And the sooner you decide on what you want in retirement, the sooner you have to start saving for it. Because your pension, your Social Security, if you have it where that's going to be enough, you're very fortunate. But I don't see that often, and I see a lot of awesome pensions. People need to have savings so that they can do all those fun things they want. The family vacations one day, the second house, the RV, whatever your goal is, there's got to be money saved for it because no one's going to do it for you.
Right, so part of that plan, that bacon, you have to cook the bacon, right? Now, I thought Alex might teach us about cooking the bacon. Generally, if you have any bacon responses for us, please contact our office and give us bacon recipes, give us some how to cook bacon. We believe that cooking bacon in the oven is the best option. What do you think, Alex?
I like it in the smoker.
Oh, okay. But really, this show's about winning in retirement. We want to win in retirement. Understand that we want to win in your retirement. It's all about what you're doing. What are you doing now to make that retirement better? Where's that bacon going to come from? So, Alex, when you're coaching people and working with people, when they come in, many clients are in good, decent shape, but they need some final touching and final working through and final coaching of their plan to make that work even better, to make that money last a lifetime, right?
Yeah, and saving while you're working, it can be somewhat simple if you've only been at one employer and you only have one option. The issue is when you're done with that and you're entering this whole universe of investment options and you don't know what is what. And you shouldn't. If you're not an investment professional, why would you be good at it? So that's where we come in, and we can help teach people how to withdraw money in retirement, how to tax plan, because tax plan is a huge part of it, which we hardly touched on at all, but certain tax brackets, they can jump 10%. If you took 10% of my bacon off my plate, I would definitely notice that.
All right, so that sounds like a whole nother show we're going to have to do in the future, is who's taking the bacon off your plate? And we'll do a tax program tied to bacon like that. That sounds good to me in the future. Hopefully we can have bacon as a pre-radio show meal before we do it. All right, so today we've been talking about that we need to have our own retirement plan. You need to have your own retirement plan. So you have to start with wherever you are. Now, many people work a great career and they save and they put money away and they just don't know. Are we there? Do we have enough? Have I done enough to make my retirement work for me and my family? And that's a lot of clients that we get, that we talk to, right, Alex? They sit down with them and talk about where they are, and we say, well, look at all these things you've done. This is how we would make retirement work.
I've had some people, Brian, that they come in and they're very unsure, but they've been doing all the right things. And those are fun conversations where we can just talk about the goals and make the changes we need to get there without doing any major overhauls, because they have these good habits. Now, on the flip side, I've had some people come in and say, well, I'm retiring next year, and then I find out that that's just impossible financially. Those are the hard conversations. But I'm glad I get to have it with these people, because if no one tells them and they get 2-3 years down the road and they retire, going back to work at 65, 70 does not sound like a fun thing. So you want to make sure you are financially independent, you're doing the right things for you, your family, and whatever your goals are, and using the right tools. There's a lot of different investment options out there, and there's no one right answer besides a well-rounded personal plan. You see some commercials and they hate annuities. Well, some annuities are bad and some are awesome. Some people say, oh, you should buy mutual funds versus stocks. Well, it depends on what that means for you.
Absolutely. This show today has been all about this. We started out talking about, it's been said that we're all in this together. That does not apply to your retirement plan. You must have your own plan. And we talked about building a dream and turning that into reality. We talked about taking your spending and turning it into sending that money to your future. And then we're closing out with bacon. Who's bringing home the bacon? The only way to have bacon in the future is to send it there. Make sure you know what your dreams are. Make sure you build a retirement plan that's going to last from now and into your retirement. If you're already retired, it's okay to review where you are and take advantage of everything possible that's out there. The tax law, the saving, investment, and bringing it all together.
If you're not pleased with what your advisor's telling you, or you're scared doing it on your own, just reach out. Get a second opinion. It will give you that peace of mind that you need.
In retirement, the biggest worry of your day should be about drinking your morning coffee. Now, it's been said that bacon deserves black coffee, and that's it. There should be no dessert added to your coffee when it comes to eating it with bacon. But when it comes to retirement, you get to make those big choices. Now, in retirement income or investments, you want everything taken care of. Acres Financial Group and our team of advisors is built to serve our clients. If this is the future you want, it's not too late. We want to provide you with a retirement that's going to last a lifetime. Begin by calling Acres Financial Group to schedule your free meeting by calling us at 833-WIN-RETIRE. That's 833-WINRETIRE. When you call, you'll leave us a voice message, and Susan will call you back on Monday to schedule an appointment with one of our team of advisors to start planning for your retirement now. Call 833-946-7384 or go to acresfinancial.com. Thanks for a good show, Alex. I appreciate it.
Good job,
and
Brian.
Thank you for listening. I am Brian Akers from Akers Financial Group, and we want you to be winning in retirement.
The preceding was a paid program, and the views expressed on this show do not represent the views of WJZ-FM, Entercom Communications, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Are there times in some games you wish you could just turn on the TV at the 2-minute warning? Because that's the most important part of the game, right? As a fan, these are the most exciting moments. Your team could take home the victory or crumble under pressure. But when it comes to your retirement, don't wait until the last 2 minutes. So much can happen in the final working years before retirement. Whether you're in your 50s or 60s, near or already in retirement, there's still time to put a plan in place. Don't wait until right before you retire to begin planning for your future. Can you win the retirement game like that? Come in and talk with the team at Acres Financial Group. They've been helping families in Maryland plan for retirement for over 30 years. Call to schedule your complimentary meeting at 833-WIN-RETIRE. The number again is 833-WIN-RETIRE. Start planning for your retirement now. Call 833-946-7384. Member FINRA SIPC.
Acres Financial Group was founded on the principles of integrity, trust, and service. We believe each and every client is unique and deserves advice and implementations that apply directly towards their personal financial fingerprint. This financial fingerprint tells us the objective risk tolerance and purpose of the investment and insurance tools that we use to assist our clients in reaching their goals. By discovering the purpose of each financial decision, we can help you accomplish your goals. Intelligent financial design starts with a detailed balance sheet and cash flow to know where to start. This leads to a financial decision that will allow you to reach your goals with your risk tolerance in mind. Our relationships begin with an initial consultation and grows with each meeting. We would be thrilled to work with you and begin your planning process. Call us at 833-WIN-RETIRE. That's 833-946-7384. Or visit our website at acresfinancial.com. Member FINRA SIPC. Knowledge is power. How much better would life be if you had the power to provide a financial umbrella for your family, protect your estate, retire without any lifestyle compromise? Obtaining this kind of knowledge is as easy as making a call to Acres Financial Group. Acres Financial provides comprehensive, innovative, and personalized wealth management services. Call us at 833-WIN-RETIRE. That's 833-946-7384. Or visit our website at acresfinancial.com. Member FINRA SIPC.
Broadcasting from the Thompson Creek Window Company studios. High-quality windows at an affordable price. Direct from their local factory. This is WJZ-FM Catonsville, Baltimore. 105.7 The Fan. A Radio.com sports station.